Good evening, Ma. So today we are going to discuss once again thermal power station. What is thermal power station? The station in which the heat energy of coal combustion is converted into electrical energy. This station is called steam power station or thermal power station. So already we discussed what are the site selection considerations and what are the advantages and disadvantages of thermal power station. So the problem is uh, how to understand the schematic arrangement of steam power plant. It is somewhat difficult one, but once again we will try to understand the schematic diagram of thermal power station. So before going to schematic diagram, so here I will try to explain this diagram. So here, so you see here, this is the coal. So actually, coal fed to boiler with the help of belt conveyor. This is the belt conveyor. With the help of belt conveyors, we are going to fed the coal to the boiler furnace. And this is the boiler. Actually, boilers are two types more. One is water tube boiler, another one is fire tube boiler. Okay. So actually, here we select water tube boiler. Most of the cases, we choose water tube boiler. So water tube actually with water is processed or water flows through the tube and surrounded by the fire. So pipe లో వాటర్ ఫ్లో అవుతుంది, దానికి చుట్టూ ఫైర్ ఉంటుంది. సో వాటర్ ట్యూబ్ బాయిలర్ పేరులోనే ఉంది చూడండి మా వాటర్ ఇన్ ద ట్యూబ్. ఓకే, సో వాటర్ ట్యూబ్ బాయిలర్. సో when water flows through the pipe and the water extracts the heat from the boiler furnace and itself gets hot and the water converts into steam. So here the water enter into the pipe and here the steam comes out. Okay, within these 2 points what happens? The water when flows through the furnace, the water extracts the huge amount of heat from the furnace and it converts into steam, wet steam. Okay, so this is the here we get steam. This steam is fed to turbine. So actually the purpose of turbine is to convert the heat energy of steam into mechanical energy. It converts heat energy of steam into mechanical energy. Okay, so now the mechanical energy is fed to alternator. So both are coupled, both are mechanically coupled. Alternator and alternator and turbine both are mechanically coupled. So it gives mechanical energy to the alternator. The alternator converts mechanical energy into electrical energy and then fed to transmission system. Okay, this happens here. And next, after completing its work, the steam is exhausted from the steam turbine and this exhausted steam is fed to condenser where the steam is condensed, where the steam converts into condensate. Condensate means water. The condensed steam is called condensate. Okay, now the steam, the hot steam converts into condensate. This condensate is again fed to boiler, again fed to boiler. So this happens in thermal power station. This is overview, just overview. Okay, coming to real. Yes. So this is one more diagram which gives us idea about a clear idea about thermal power station. Here, this is coal storage plant, coal handling plant, boiler, ash handling, so ash storage. So this first coal is transported to coal storage plant. Coal is delivered from coal storage plant to coal handling plant, where it is crushed into small pieces, which is called pulverization. The pulverized coal is fed to boiler furnace, where the coal is where consumption of coal takes place. Okay. Now, the after complete combustion of coal, the we get ash. So this ash is delivered to ash handling plant and then delivered to ash storage plant for disposal. Next, coming to boiler. The purpose of boiler is to extract the heat from the coal combustion. It extracts the heat from the coal combustion and the water converts into steam. This steam is in wet condition, so this steam is again dried with the help of superheater. The superheated steam is fed to turbine where the heat energy converts into mechanical energy. The turbine and alternator both are mechanically coupled. That's why the turbine gives output, mechanical output to the alternator. The alternator converts mechanical energy into electrical energy. The exhausted steam from the turbine is fed to condenser where it is condensed, or the steam is converted into water or condensate. The condensate is again fed to boiler. That's why it is called a Rankine cycle. The uh, uh, the steam turbine action is called Rankine cycle. Okay, so here we have a cooling tower. I will tell you later what's the purpose of cooling tower in depth. Okay, so coming to actual diagram. This is the actual diagram which we are going to study uh, in examination also. I will prefer this diagram, not previous two diagrams. Okay, so coming to actual diagram. So here, first I will tell you in brief, one by one after one. Okay, please try to understand what happens step by step. Okay, finally I will ask queries more. Okay, first of all, the coal is transported from coal mines to power station by rail or road, and the coal is stored in a coal storage plant. This coal is delivered to coal handling plant where it is crushed into small pieces or powder. This pulverized coal is fed to boiler through belt conveyors. Through belt conveyors. Here, the, the pulverized coal is burned in the boiler furnace and it gives huge temperature. After complete burning of coal, ash is produced. The ash is removed by the ash handling plant and it is then delivered to ash storage plant to dispose or for disposal. This happens in ash and coal storage plant. Okay, this is one stage. Second stage, steam generating plant. Steam generating plant consists boiler, superheater, economizer, air preheater. Actually, these are all included in the boiler. These are all arranged within the boiler. Okay, so the boiler converts water. The boiler converts water into steam. Okay, so here the boiler converts the boiler extracts the heat from the okay. So here uh, steam and steam generating plant. So in steam generating plant, we have superheater, economizer, air preheater. These are all auxiliary devices. These are all auxiliary devices. These are arranged within the boiler. The purpose of boiler is to extract the heat from the coal combustion, and it converts water into steam. It converts water into wet steam. Okay, and after combustion, the flue gases flows from boiler to chimney. On its way, we are arranged three auxiliary equipments. One is superheater, economizer, air preheater. When flue gas, which contains a high temperature, so this flue gas, when passed through the superheater, economizer, and air preheater, these three extract heat from the flue gas. Okay, finally, the flue gas exhausted to the atmosphere with the help of chimney. Okay, first of all, so let me see what happens in superheater. In superheater, the wet steam converts into dry steam by extracting heat from the superheater. Sorry, by extracting heat from the flue gas. So, in superheater, the wet steam convert into dry steam or superheated steam. Okay, and coming to economizer. Economizer is a feed water heater. Economizer is a feed water heater. So this economizer increases the temperature of feed water to the boiler. Feed water before going to the boiler. Okay, so economizer is a feed water heater before supplying to the boiler. And coming to air preheater. Air preheater increases the temperature of air which is extracted from the atmosphere before supplying to the furnace. Okay, finally the flue gas exhausted to the atmosphere through chimney. This happens the the flow of flue gases. Okay, and next, turbine. How the turbine works? The superheated steam is fed to the turbine through main valve. The superheated steam or dry steam fed to turbine through main valve. So what happens in turbine? Actually, in the turbine, the heat energy of steam is when the steam heat energy of steam when passed through the blades of turbine, it converts heat energy into mechanical energy. So what's the purpose of turbine? Turbine converts heat energy of steam into mechanical energy. This turbine is connected to generator. Actually, the turbine, the output of turbine is mechanical energy, and this mechanical energy is the input to the generator. The purpose of generator is to convert, the purpose of generator is to convert mechanical energy into electrical energy. So this happens, uh, boiler generates wet steam. This wet steam converts into superheated steam with the help of superheater. This superheated steam is fed to turbine. This superheated steam is fed to, okay, so 1 minute more. So this superheated steam is fed to turbine, so where the heat energy converts into mechanical energy. Again, the mechanical energy converts into electrical energy with the help of generator. Okay, and now after completing its work, the steam is exhausted to the exhausted steam is fed to the condenser. Actually, in small thermal power stations, no need to use condenser. If using condenser is a burden for small power stations, so for small thermal power stations, so the steam is adjusted to atmosphere directly without using condenser. It is somewhat related. It is somewhat difficult to maintain condenser, cooling tower like this. Okay, and for large power stations and modern power stations, condenser is a must. Okay, so the exhausted steam is fed to condenser, where the steam is converted. Hot steam, high temperature steam is converted into water. How the how the steam converts into water? Is there any magic in the condenser? No. So if you want to convert steam into water or steam into condensate, we are going to circulate cool water over the steam pipes. Over the steam pipes, we are going to circulate the cool water. For this purpose, so the cool water is drawn from the river or canal. If water is sufficient, remember, if water is sufficient, the water is directly drawn from the river or canal, circulates in the condenser, and the hot water delivers, or hot water delivers disposed to any other location if water is sufficient. Okay, and if water is not sufficient, the water is drawn from the cooling tower, and this cool water, after circulating in the condenser, it extracts the heat from the steam and itself gets hot. The hot water is fed to cooling tower, where the hot water converts into cool water. Again, the cool water fed to condenser. So this process continues. So the cool water uh, uh, circulates. The cool water circulates in the condenser. The cool water, at the time of circulating, it extracts the heat from the steam and itself gets hot. So the hot water comes out, and this hot water fed to cooling tower, where the hot water converts into cool water. Again, this cool water fed to condenser for circulating. So what's the purpose of circulating cool water in the condenser? If you want to convert the hot steam into condensate, it's must more. Okay, so hot steam no, cool steam ga hot steam no, condensate ante ikkada water. Okay, hot steam nu water ga convert cheyalante, so the process is must. ఏం చేస్తామంటే ఇక్కడ స్టీమ్ ను ఒక పైప్ ద్వారా ఫ్లో చేస్తాం. ఆ పైప్స్ కు పైన మనం ఈ కూల్ వాటర్ ను ఫ్లో చేస్తాము. ఎప్పుడైతే ఈ కూల్ వాటర్ ఆ హాట్ పైప్స్ పైన ఫ్లో అవుతుందో, ద కూల్ వాటర్ ఎక్స్ట్రాక్ట్ ద హాట్ ఫ్రమ్ ద స్టీమ్. అంటే ఇక్కడ రెండు అర్థం చేసుకోవచ్చు. కూల్ వాటర్ ఎక్స్ట్రాక్ట్స్ ద హీట్ ఫ్రమ్ ద స్టీమ్. రెండోది, స్టీమ్ గివ్స్ ఇట్స్ హీట్ టు ద వాటర్. ఎప్పుడైతే స్టీమ్ హీట్ ను వాటర్ కి ఇచ్చేసిందో, ఆటోమేటికల్లీ ఇట్ కన్వర్ట్స్ ఇంటూ వాటర్ ఆర్ condensate. Now the condensate is fed to the fed again to the boiler. Here the condensate is used as a feed water. Okay, so the condensate is nothing but water is fed to boiler through economizer, where the water temperature is going to heat. Okay, water temperature is going to rise with the help of flue gas. Okay, so actually this happens in thermal power station. Okay, next, coming to point to point discussion. So here I prepared some points regarding thermal power station, schematic arrangement of thermal power station. I will read the points. A generating station which converts heat energy of coal combustion into electrical energy is known as steam power station. A steam power station basically works on the Rankine cycle, already know. And schematic arrangement of steam power station. The schematic arrangement of modern steam power station is shown in figure. The whole arrangement can be divided into following stages. So, what are the different stages in schematic diagram? One is coal and ash handling point, ash handling plant. Second one is steam generating plant. Third one is alternator. Fourth one is steam turbine. Fifth one is feed water, and sixth one is cooling arrangement. So these are the six stages including in schematic diagram of thermal power station. Okay. First of all, coal and ash handling point. The coal is transported to the power station by road or rail and is stored in the coal storage plant. From the coal storage plant, coal is delivered to coal handling plant where it is pulverized. The pulverized coal is fed to the boiler by belt conveyors. Already we discussed. The coal is burnt in the boiler and the ash produced after the complete combustion of coal is removed to the ash handling plant and then delivered to ash storage plant for disposal. This is matter about coal and ash handling plant. I think you understand this stage clearly. Steam generating plant. So this is somewhat difficult. The steam generating plant consists of boiler for the production of steam. The purpose of boiler is just to produce the steam and other auxiliary equipment for utilization of flue gases. Remaining auxiliary equipment, economizer, superheater, air preheater, these are all to utilize the flue gases. These are all equipped or arranged to utilize the flue gases. So by utilizing the flue gases, we are going to improve the efficiency of the plant. What's the purpose of boiler first? The heat of combustion of coal in the boiler is utilized to convert water into steam at high pressure and high temperature. So the purpose of boiler is to convert the heat combustion of coal into water. Sorry, the heat of combustion of coal in the boiler is utilized to convert water into steam. Water nu steam ga convert cheyడానికి use చేస్తాం. So this steam must be high temperature and high pressure. ఇది ఒకటి గుర్తు పెట్టుకోండి. స్టీమ్ అంటే జస్ట్ ప్రొడ్యూస్ చేసే స్టీమ్ కాదు, దీనికి హై ప్రెషర్ ఉండాలి, హై టెంపరేచర్, సర్టెన్ ప్రెషర్ అండ్ టెంపరేచర్ ఉన్న స్టీమ్ ను మనం ఇక్కడ ప్రొడ్యూస్ చేస్తాం. Next, the flue gases from the boiler make their journey through superheater, economizer, air preheater, and finally exhausted to atmosphere through the chimney. Okay. Next, superheater. What is the purpose of superheater? Simple. The wet steam converts into dry steam in the superheater. The purpose of superheater is to convert wet steam into dry steam. Okay, so this is the purpose of superheater. So why we convert wet steam into dry steam? So if you convert wet steam into dry steam, it improves the overall efficiency of the plant and it avoids the blade corrosion. ఈ వెట్ స్టీమ్ అలాగే టర్బైన్ పంపిస్తే టర్బైన్ బ్లేడ్స్ కరోజన్ అవ్వడానికి ఛాన్స్ ఉంటుంది. అందుకే మనం వెట్ స్టీమ్ ను డ్రై స్టీమ్ గా కన్వర్ట్ చేస్తాం. నెక్స్ట్, the superheated steam is fed to turbine. Okay, next, economizer. An economizer is a feed water heater. Simple ga oka line lo cheppochu. What is economizer ante? Economizer is a feed water heater before supplying to the boiler. బాయిలర్ కు మనం వాటర్ సప్లై చేసే ముందు వాటి యొక్క టెంపరేచర్ ను ఇంక్రీజ్ చేసే ఆక్సిలరీ ఎక్విప్మెంట్ ఎకనామైజర్. హౌ ఇట్ వర్క్స్? ఎకనామైజర్ ఎక్స్ట్రాక్ట్స్ ద హీట్ ఫ్రమ్ ద ఫ్లూ గ్యాస్ and it delivers heat to the feed water. Feed water కు heat ను deliver చేస్తుంది. So ఇది purpose of economizer. And coming to air preheater, the air preheater increases the temperature of air supplied for coal burning by delivering heat from flue gases. కోల్ బర్న్ అవ్వాలి అంటే ఖచ్చితంగా కోల్ పౌడర్ తో పాటు ఎయిర్. మీకు ప్రాక్టికల్ గా చెప్పాలంటే కోల్ పౌడర్ ను మనం కోల్ హ్యాండ్లింగ్ ప్లాంట్ నుంచి ద పల్వరైజ్డ్ కోల్ ఈస్ ఫెడ్ టు ద బాయిలర్. పల్వరైజ్డ్ కోల్ మనం బాయిలర్ కు ఫెడ్ చేస్తాం. అట్ ద సేమ్ టైం వి ఆల్సో కనెక్ట్ ద హాట్ ఎయిర్ ను కూడా కనెక్ట్ చేస్తాం. అప్పుడు ఏమవుతుందంటే కోల్ ఎయిర్ మిక్చర్ ఫర్నెస్ లోకి వెళ్తుంది. coal and air mixture. Okay, next, steam turbine. The dry and superheated steam from the superheater is fed to the steam turbine through main valve ద్వారా ఈ డ్రై and superheated steam ను మనం టర్బైన్ కు ఫెడ్ చేస్తాం. What happens in turbine? The heat energy of steam when passing over the blades of turbine is converted into mechanical energy. The heat energy of steam when passing over the blades of turbine, it converts heat energy to mechanical energy. This mechanical energy is supplied to the alternator where the mechanical energy converts into electrical energy. So here we have alternator. The steam turbine is coupled to an alternator. The alternator converts mechanical energy of turbine into electrical energy. The electrical output from the alternator is delivered to the bus bar through transformer, circuit breakers and isolators. Okay, next, feed water. So disturbance వస్తుందమ్మా, put it in mute ma. Okay, so next, feed water. సో ఫీడ్ వాటర్ కంటే ముందు మనం కూలింగ్ అరేంజ్మెంట్ స్టడీ చేద్దాం. ఎందుకంటే టర్బైన్ తర్వాత స్టీమ్ జర్నీ ఎక్కడికి స్టార్ట్ అవుతుందమ్మా? ద ఎగ్జాస్టెడ్ స్టీమ్ ఎంటర్ ఇంటూ కండెన్సర్. సో మనం ముందు కండెన్సర్ గురించి స్టడీ చేసిన తర్వాత ఫీడ్ వాటర్ గురించి వెళ్దాం. ఓకే, సో నెక్స్ట్, కూలింగ్ అరేంజ్మెంట్. సో ఇన్ ఆర్డర్ టు ఇంప్రూవ్ ద ఎఫిషియన్సీ ఆఫ్ ద ప్లాంట్, the steam exhausted from the turbine is condensed by means of a condenser. So here to improve the efficiency of the plant, అంటే నేను ఇంతకు ముందు చెప్పాను ఈ స్టీమ్ ఇక్కడ అలా బయటకు వదిలేస్తే ఏమవుతుంది, మళ్ళీ మనం ఫ్రెష్ గా వాటర్ ను తీసుకోవాలి, ఆ వాటర్ ను హీట్ చేయాలి, ఆ హీట్ చేసిన ఫస్ట్ వాటర్ ను ట్రీట్ చేయాలి, ట్రీటెడ్ వాటర్ ను హీట్ చేసి తర్వాత బాయిలర్ కి ఇవ్వాలి. సో ఇంత ప్రాసెస్ లేకుండా, సో ఆల్రెడీ మనం ట్రీటెడ్ వాటర్, సో బాగా ట్రీట్ చేసి హై టెంపరేచర్ ఉన్న వాటర్ ను మనం స్టీమ్ గా కన్వర్ట్ చేసాం కాబట్టి ప్యూర్ వాటర్ మా. సో దిస్ ప్యూర్ వాటర్ is again we are going to use with the help of condenser. Okay, so ఈ కండెన్సర్ లో ఏం జరుగుతుంది అంటే ద ఎగ్జాస్టెడ్ స్టీమ్ ఫ్రమ్ ద టర్బైన్ ఈస్ కండెన్స్డ్ బై ద కండెన్సర్. సో కండెన్సర్ ద్వారా మనం ఈ ఎగ్జాస్టెడ్ స్టీమ్ ను వాటర్ గా కన్వర్ట్ చేసుకుంటాం. దిస్ వాటర్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ కండెన్సేట్. ఓకే, దిస్ కండెన్సేట్ ఈస్ ఫెడ్ టు బాయిలర్. సో దిస్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ ఫీడ్ వాటర్ సప్లై. ఇంతకు ముందు ఇక్కడ మీరు ఫీడ్ వాటర్ అన్నాను కదా. ద కండెన్సేట్ ఫ్రమ్ ద కండెన్సర్ ఈస్ యూజ్డ్ యాజ్ ఫీడ్ వాటర్ టు ద బాయిలర్. బాయిలర్ కు ఫీడ్ వాటర్ గా మళ్ళీ ఇదే కండెన్సేట్ వాటర్ ని యూజ్ చేసుకుంటాం. సమ్ వాటర్ మే బి లాస్ట్ ఇన్ ద సైకిల్. మీరు అనుకోవచ్చు సార్ ఈ వాటర్ ఎనఫా, ఇంకా మళ్ళీ ఆ ఎక్స్ట్రా వాటర్ అవసరం లేదా అంటే ఎస్, వీ నీడ్ సమ్ ఎక్స్ట్రా వాటర్. ఎందుకంటే కొంత ఈ ఓవరాల్ సైకిల్లో కొంత స్టీమ్ ను మనం లాస్ అయింటాం. స్టీమ్ ఇన్ ద సెన్స్ వాటర్ ను కొంత లాస్ అయింటాం. కాబట్టి we must add some treated water. Treated water ను కూడా యాడ్ చేసి, సో condensate plus treated water is equals to feed water to the boiler. Okay, this feed water is heated and passed through the economizer where the temperature of feed water we are going to increase. Okay, this happens in feed water. Coming to కండెన్సర్ వన్స్ అగైన్. సో ప్రాసెస్ ఇస్ ఓవర్ అమ్మా. ఇక్కడ మనం అనుకున్న ప్రాసెస్ ఓవర్. మీరు దీన్ని కూలింగ్ అరేంజ్మెంట్ కు కనెక్ట్ చేయొద్దండి. సో ఇక్కడ కండెన్సర్ యొక్క పర్పస్ ఏంటి? టు కన్వర్ట్ ద స్టీమ్ ఇంటూ వాటర్ అండ్ దిస్ వాటర్ ఇస్ ఫెడ్ టు ద బాయిలర్. సో ద ప్రాబ్లమ్ ఇస్ ఓవర్. హౌ టు కన్వర్ట్ ద స్టీమ్ ఇంటూ వాటర్? How we are going to convert the steam into condensate? So this is problem. So ఈ ప్రాబ్లమ్ ను మనం